What's up my friends, how you doing? It's Mike again and I'm very glad to be back because today we have something very exciting to review. You know how some of my favorite bags are these black on black, stealthy looking, military-esque kind of looking bags? Well, today I have another bag that fits the category. These are the WPRT Rolltop Technical Backpacks by Black Ember. These are designed to protect your gear from the elements by being super water resistant, expand when you need them to so you can store more stuff, and it gives you fast access pockets over here to get your stuff when you need it. And the super special thing about this is that it's actually modular, so you can add packs on the front of it if you need to, so it adapts to your everyday demands for your everyday life. So today we're gonna go over the build quality, doing a waterproofing test, and then we're gonna go over the mod kits and what this bag fits with its quick access, and then finally going over the comfort and all the features that it has to see if these packs are the right bags for you. So before we start here, full disclosure and transparency to my audience, Black Ember did send these bags out to me free of charge to review, but I wasn't paid to say anything good or bad about the bags. Everything that's said in this video is my opinion only. And you guys know how picky I am about my bags, so if something sucks, I'll definitely let you know that, but if it's good, you'll know that for sure as well. And without further ado, let's get right into it. So the first thing that's gonna catch your eye when you look at the bag is of course the aesthetics and the build material. Now, the interesting thing is that this bag is actually made of one sheet of this 800D 3-layered micro hex black material over here, and it's all heat bonded at the seams on the sides and everything, along with having the hypalon in the front being heat bonded onto it and only having minimal stitching at these latch points to reinforce them when you put a bag on it or the hooks on the side. And I gotta say that these latch points are pretty strong because I hold the bag usually by itself just like this or on top like this, and after a month of use it's still going strong. There's no signs of wear and tear. It's not gonna break anytime soon. And then in addition, they have a lot of premium hardware. As you can see, there's these magnetic fit lock points and a V-buckle for very easy access. And man, they are very addicting to put on and off because those magnets, man, those magnets. And then on the side, you'll see that for every zipper that they have YKK auto guard zippers. They're very durable, very smooth, and it's supposed to keep water out. Overall, this bag is designed to be very durable, very easy to maintain, and waterproof. And usually when I take my bag out, I'm really hesitant to put my bag on the floor because you never know what's on the ground. Like, it might be mud, it might be dirt, it might be bird poop or mysterious liquids. You get the point. But with this, I can roll it on the floor, roll it on the grass. I don't really care because it's very easy to wipe off and clean. You can grab a wet nap like this and just wipe it all off and boom, it's like very new looking-ish, or a wet towel or anything, or you can just soak the entire bag and wash it with water, just like we're gonna do in our waterproofing test right now. Hey guys, so now we're outside and my bag is kind of dirty because I kind of abused it, and now it's time to wash it and test the waterproofness. So water would usually get in the zippers on here and here, but as you can see, it's kind of hooded. So inside I did put in like colored shirts on all the zippers, 1, 2, 3, and 4 over here, so if any water does get in, it's gonna turn darker, and that's how we know if it's waterproof or not. Anyways, let's finally wash this dirty thing. Okay, so Claire has the water hose right now. Spray it at the bag. That's not
that was just a warm-up.
Go, just hit it. Okay, that's enough. So Claire has it pretty soaked, but just in case I want to soak it a bit more on the sides, it's just like taking a shower. It's pretty nice. You should always wash your bag once in a while. So top compartment, aqua guard zipper. There is no water at all inside. It's dry. Okay, so that passed the test. Second, your main compartment. It is dry. Okay, third compartment, which is the quick access again. It is dry. There's a tiny bit over there. Might have been from like opening the zipper. It's quite impressive. And the last compartment, which is your laptop, which is the most important part because you don't want to get your laptop wet. So there's a tiny bit over there. Might be like at the very seam of it, but there's just a tiny bit over there. But overall, I would say the safest zipper would be this part and this part. And by the way, this is highly water resistant, but it's not submergible, okay? So that's the water test, and now on to the next thing. Okay, so a distinct feature of the bag is the ability to take these packs on and off very easily. So I actually found these bags to be pretty useful because sometimes you don't need to bring them along with you every day. You can just take them off the pack. And for example, this is called the small admin, and inside I have my everyday carry stuff like my pens, my sunglasses, multi-tool, and highlighter. And if I just want to leave the whole bag behind, I can actually use it on this V-buckle belt that they made to work with. So on this belt, they actually features the same V-buckle design that they have on the top latch of the bag. So you can put this around your waist like a belt, and it turns this into a fanny pack. So just in case you can't see, it actually looks like this. And I do have to admit that this belt system has become my favorite accessory because you don't have to put it through all the latches in your pants. You just clip the belt on and it's on you. Because before, my favorite bag to bring around with me was this Peak Design 5-liter bag, but now I just put a camera case on the belt itself to hold my RX 100, and it works even better than that because I don't have to sling it everywhere. I just slide this to the front and I have access to everything I need. And when I want to take the belt off, I just pull on the hook over here and that's it. So it's very versatile in this sense. I highly recommend this. But anyways, the Vert pouch is like this. And inside I have my GoPro. But with a pouch that's this shaped, I would have thought that it would fit my umbrella or drumsticks, but it doesn't because the zipper opening is a bit too small. A smaller umbrella would work, and it does fit a bike pump, so that's really nice. So if you use this as a dedicated GoPro pouch or bike pouch, I would think it's useful for that because you don't bike every day, and when you do, you just kind of snap it on the bag and you're ready for that kind of thing. But what I'm trying to say here is that you gotta really know what will fit inside these bags or else they become kind of useless, because with this, I thought it would fit my RX 100, but it doesn't. So yeah, just be careful. But if you do get the things that fit for your bag, these are very well made, very waterproof. They're made with the same material as the bag, including the zipper, so it's quite water resistant. And I gotta say, if you find the right one, it's worth the money. If you don't find that you need all these fancy pouches on the outside, this is where the minimal version of the pack comes in. This is a more simple setup, smooth on the outside. You still got the hyper-long latches on the outside for compression straps for when you need to make the bag a bit skinnier for whatever reason. I guess you can latch a umbrella on the outside or your clothes on the outside with that latch, but yeah. So really it's an aesthetic and a functional difference over here. Well, if you get this bag, you have the potential to add more things on, and I think it looks pretty badass with the full Hypalon and the fit locks. But again, if you want a more simple setup and not worry about all those things, this bag can actually fill a lot. And everything that we're going to be talking about later on, including what fits inside all the pockets, the comfort, and the features like that, they're going to be the same across both bags. Okay, so the reasons why people would get a Rolltop bag like this in the first place is because of the waterproofness and because of the expandable top. So you can put a lot of stuff inside this. This is a 25 to 30 liter bag. So we're gonna go through the entire bag. First of all, we got this quick access pockets, and I do use the zipper like 90% of the time. I don't use the top one unless I'm trying to fit a lot in it, which we'll go over later on. Inside I have my Peak Design tech pouch, which holds all my laptop stuff. And then I have my Bose 700 noise canceling headphones. And then, of course, how can we forget, wet napkins. And then my rain jacket, and I don't really use this, I just put this in here to showcase how much it can fit. And then, ooh, we do have the Black Ember DSLR pack in here as well. Because as a filmmaker, I usually bring my Sony a7 III, but in here I have an old school Nikon. This DSLR pack is quite cool. It fits right in the bag. And this pack was actually one of the main reasons why I wanted the WPRT versus the Citadel. Because again, for myself, I usually use the 5-liter sling pack, but with this, I can put my camera in here and it becomes a bag in itself. So really, it's like a bag within a bag, and I know it's kind of hard to see the black on black, so here we go. It looks like this on your back. It's a bit bigger than the 5-liter. This is more like a 10-liter bag. You can hold it like this and get quick access to your camera like this, and bam, quick access. And also there are quick access zippers on the side here as well for accessories. But when you do put this inside the bag, there is a flaw. You won't be able to use this side at all. And for most people, your camera will be on the side where you get the quick access, and then you have your lenses and everything. So if you do need to take those out, you would have to take this whole bag out just to get access to this side, which is not that useful. So it does sit on the bottom over here. There's no padding on the bottom, so you just gotta be careful when you put it on the ground. Don't like throw it. Anyways, we're gonna try to fill the whole bag up now and see how much it fits. So I filled up the entire side, and now we're gonna finally use the top pocket. So I'm gonna fit my jacket inside along with my helmet over here, just in case you're biking, and you could put it on the outside, but let's not do that. And it's still not filled up, so I'm gonna put another jacket inside. So I could see how this could be useful if you have a lot of grocery kind of thing, but it looks like this when it's completely full. It kind of looks a bit ridiculous, but it works. The only thing is that you won't be able to buckle up the V-buckle, because even at its most lengthiest form over here, it's just not long enough. So to get that to work, this must fold down twice. I take my helmet out. This is one fold, this is the second. So this is really pushing it, but that's what it takes for this buckle to work. Anyways, the other pocket that I use like 80% of the time is this flat pocket inside here. And as you can see, there are two dedicated pockets inside. One fits this shape very well, so I stick it in here, and the other is a bit bigger. It's around the size of my Kindle. So that's why I put it there. And then I can put my iPad and whatever else and pens in these pockets as well. And the other thing is that it comes with this magnetic keychain thing. It uses the magnetic snap-on like the chest strap. And that's about it. But talking about flat pockets, there are two more. There's one over here, which is your laptop compartment. It fits up to a 15-inch laptop. There's no padding on the back over here because this part acts as the padding. And this is super thick, so it's gonna definitely protect it, but there's no padding on the other side. So you just gotta make sure that you don't have things in the main compartment that can dent your backpack when you squish it like this. And while we're talking about that, the laptop is suspended right here. So you just gotta make sure when the bag is empty and you got really expensive stuff in it, just be gentle, okay? Don't throw it around. Anyways, this is a perfect segue to the back panel, which has secret pockets. So usually it's attached here, and when you undo one of the buckles, you have the secret pocket over here. And in this pocket, it does fit your passport or your Samsung Note 8 or a phone this size. So it does go all the way down till here. And all you gotta do to access this is pop it back up and take it away. So you can put cash in here, all your important documents. There are Velcro straps so that you can secure it onto here and the bottom over here to make it more secure or adjust it to how your back fits. But the other thing is that you can actually stow these shoulder straps away if you just clip them on like this. So in this mode, it's kind of more like a briefcase kind of style where there's no hanging straps anywhere. But in reality, I haven't used it like this ever. So I'm not even sure if you're supposed to use this in the first place. It's just something that I noticed. Anyways, we actually talked about all the pockets that it has and all that it can carry. Now we're gonna see how comfortable it is to actually carry all this stuff. Okay, so when you put the bag on, it's pretty comfortable because these bad boys over here, these shoulder straps are super foamy. Like this feels like I'm actually like wearing a life jacket. And the back panel is made of a EVA foam that's found in sneakers as well. And the thing to note is that at the bottom of the shoulder strap, it uses a hook kind of thing to secure it, and it actually rotates so it moves with how you move, so it's quite comfortable. And the strap thing here, this is really cool because you can adjust it just by pulling it. And the thing is that it's designed in this loop, so there's no like hanging phalange tentacle strap thingies. Like my low pro, like these, nah, I hate them. Anyways, the chest strap is really useful as well. I wish they did have this thing contained, this little strap thing over here. Not sure if you can see, but most of the time I do find it like long enough so that it doesn't like flail in my face. But if it's tighter like this, you get this thing going. So if they had something to secure it, that would have been a nice touch. So no matter how much you carry, there's no pressure point anywhere on my back. And as you can see, the back panel conforms to the shape of my back. And this part actually pushes my lower back out to support it, so I'm not like this. I find it pretty comfortable. But no matter how comfortable it is, if you're carrying a lot, you will feel that fatigue just by the sheer weight that you're carrying. So after like half an hour or so, I just get like tired and I want to sit. So it's just that the more you carry, the more tiring it will be. So I hope that cleared things up. And just to show you the quick access again, you loosen this part up, slide it over, and this is where I get my tablet, my Kindle. Anyways, the main compartment is in here as well. So if I need to take out my headphones, there it is. And if I need access to my camera, here it is as well. Snap, snap. The final question that you might have is, does this bag make me want to go out? Do I enjoy using it when I'm out? And is it going to be a good everyday bag? And you probably already noticed this throughout the video, but this bag is huge. And bags are like the biggest accessory that you wear. So when I was wearing this around people, I kept getting the same comments. They stared at me and they're like, it's huge. I'm like, oh, what's huge? They're like, your bag. So it's quite funny. The question after that is like, oh, where you going? Camping? I'm like, no, to the coffee shop. But really, who cares what people think? As long as you like the bag, it's okay. But in my experience, it's just too big to take in the car, out of the car, especially when you're commuting. It's quite hefty to put on your lap. So for myself, I usually use bags that are like 20 liters or less. So if they had a version that's this big, that would have been perfect. And you might be like, oh, Mike, you're just a small guy. Well, I knew you were gonna say that. So here's a comparison with my taller friend. So in here, we're both wearing the Rolltop bags, one minimal and one modular. And this is what it looks like. And for comparison, here's the Black Ember Citadel as well. So the only reason why I haven't reviewed the Citadel yet is because I actually gave it to that guy. But in hindsight, I should have kept that because it fits a lot better on me. Can I have it back?
Nope, I'm gonna keep it.
Anyways, this bag is really good for if you're going to point A, dropping it off somewhere, and then getting off at point B and picking it back up. More like a carry-on, but when I got to my destination, I didn't really want to take this huge bag around with me, so I just took that belt out that I showed you before, out with my camera and my EDC, and I carried that every day instead of this backpack. So for myself, it's not gonna be my everyday backpack, but if you're a cyclist and commuter who's always like walking through the city in the rain and want to ditch your umbrella and just pop on a rain jacket and this backpack for its waterproofness and its versatile expandability on demand, I would definitely recommend this bag because I can easily say that it's one of the most well-made bags that I've tried, and it packs in a ton of features in a minimalist fashion, so you can be stylish and functional at the same time. But if you only carry like a laptop, notebook, tablet, phone, charger, like you're a really minimalist carry kind of guy, I think the Black Ember Citadel or a smaller bag would be better for you. Because this bag is definitely kind of too big to be that kind of everyday bag. And by the way, they did launch their new backpack called the Forge. It's a commuter pack. I have the link below, check it out. And really, that's it for now, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this review helped. Remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next review. Bye!